And we are back from the break, and there is a little bit of a plan in place. Um, so Lafdul and Finn, you are going to be doing a little sneaky with some magic.
Yeah, the thing is with telepathy, I just need to cast it on the person. It doesn't matter where I am afterwards. It just
Other than
establishes things.
potentially range, I don't know.
I
I'd
don't
have to
think
go look
that
at that.
they never indicated that there was a range in the complete Spacefarer's handbook that says the spell stops when you go for a crystal sphere, as in you're crossing dimensions. So that would, I assume, that's
Well, it's
the
not that you're crossing
limitation.
dimensions; it's that you're crossing a barrier.
Yes, I could be at
So
the
yeah,
other
I
end of the
mean,
ship, and it should still work.
on the ship, yes, absolutely. I think, and if you were to transition to another plane or a pocket dimension or something like that, yeah, that would break it.
But if I teleported across halfway across the same planet, it'd still work.
I would need to think about that particular case, but that's neither here nor there at this point.
Yeah, no, because we could basically the premise is I obviously cast those spells. I come back to the party who's all going to be set up in like somewhere. I don't know, like the helm room or something, and I could relay the information back to the party because Finn will be communicating to me, and I can relay that to the party.
All right. Okay, so you guys all gather in the helm room. Do you want NPCs with you? I mean, besides the helmsman, of course.
I mean, I don't think we're really keeping anything too secret. I just keep the helmsman.
Okay.
And, you know, the yeah, no, this is the helmsman.
All right. Oh, and Finn's got a couple crew members in his cabin as well, so that's fine.
Right.
All right. So, Finn, what are you shape changing into?
I think I will go for the smallest species of mouse I'm aware of.
Okay. All right. And Lafdul, you're casting True Seeing on him.
Yeah, I'd probably cast it on the stairway or something that's far enough away.
Okay.
I mean, because otherwise you got to climb up the stairs as a mouse, and that takes time. And
Or you
that's
can
no
carry him.
mouse. Yeah, so I mean, I'll just deposit him on the top of the stairway, or whatever the gravity plane is.
All right. Okay. So, and actually, like, given the position of everything, you could do it on the crew deck, the not the crew deck, the officer's deck, where the helm room is, and then you could just like stick your hand through the hole leading to the opposite gravity deck, where Braxon's quarters are,
Yeah.
and let him off. All right. So you go ahead and do that, and Finn, you head towards the doorway.
Yep.
Okay. So you get to the door and pretty easily squeeze under it. And the chamber is dark, and you can hear a creature sleeping on the bed. But a wave of fear washes over you, and I need you to roll a saving throw versus petrification at a -3.
Okay, do I get a wisdom bonus with this?
Yes.
Okay, so overall +1, additional +2.
I should have cast Cloak of Bravery on him. I got to memorize this.
Let's see, it's right there. Oh, I would need to select a token for that, so I'll just do it the other way. And my target will be a 3.
Okay. All right. So there's definitely like this fearful presence, but you're able to push through it without negative effects.
Okay.
So you gaze towards the bed, and you can see the outline of a person, a humanoid, sleeping in it.
Yep.
But overlaid that is kind of a misty image of this massive, massive dragon, and like it's one of those things of like you can tell both that it is massively enormous while also it doesn't stretch outside of the room, kind of thing. So you can see clearly that this outline is not the true form of this creature.
Okay, I will relay that to Lafdul.
I relay it to the party. Has he got anything else magical on their person? Actually, I don't know if True Seeing would tell you that. Do you see magical auras?
The priest version does show some auras. Give me a second to look at what those would be.
I didn't realize there was a difference between the priest.
There is. The priest version can reveal auras about individuals, and the wizard version does not do that.
Oh, alignment.
So let me see exactly how it says that works. Give me just a second.
Can you even see into the ethereal plane? Or bordering? I don't know if that would work in the Floodstone.
That does not work in the Floodstone.
That would not work.
All right. So All right. So you can see an aura around this individual, Finn, and what you're seeing is that it's a similar aura to what you saw very briefly on Lafdul.
Oh, another chaotic neutral dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that means that part. Right, great.
So yeah, I'll relay that as well.
I further relay that to the party. Just like Jules, she's like me, I guess. I don't know if we ever figured out what Jules' alignment was. I think we did, didn't we?
I don't know.
So another Lafdul on board. Great.
And yeah, with True Seeing, you can actually you can also see through the darkness of this room perfectly clearly. Like you can tell that it's dark, but you can see perfectly clearly.
Okay, well, if there's nothing else to observe besides that, I will leave.
Okay.
There's no magical equipment on them.
At least not that you can see with True Seeing. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anything in there that says that. I don't think it says that auras on objects.
No.
Even the aura projected by creatures becomes visible. Yeah, I think that's just something that they did in the Eye of the Beholder games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very, very possibly, if it was some kind of magic item that had an alignment, I might see that. But
yeah, and I like the fact that there is an element of you see something that is true, so it should reveal curses on items too. So
it does say that enchanted things are apparent.
Well, I think it says that's about creatures primarily, but yeah, I mean it. Let's see. Yeah, that's true. Enchanted things are apparent. That is enchanted things, so that would include magic items. So, but you did not see anything of that nature.
okay.
So yeah, if he has any magic items, they're
might be inside of him.
You're not sure where they are, but he's not wearing them on his person, on this shape changed form.
All right. Well, like I said, I'll get out of there before I'm detected.
Okay. All right. So you return, and anything that you guys want to discuss about that? Does this change up what you have planned or what you want to do? It's still the 27th day, the second shift, so...
Well, the thing is, can anyone get this dragon to want to leave, or will it help us fight?
Was this dragon the same as they appeared? They weren't. Different kind of
Let's
dragon.
see. Finn, you would have come out on deck because you were on duty, correct, when he showed up?
Yes.
Okay. Then, yeah, Finn would tell you that as far as he is aware, what you guys saw before it shape changed was true. Was its true form.
Right. No real reason for it to lie, is there?
No, I was just wasn't sure if it's a different kind of dragon. You know, it could have been Jewel for all we know, and they were masquerading as a male, and they clearly know who we were.
Well, here's a question. You people that make magical things, is there anything you need from a dragon?
Scales.
Nothing that I would like to say in front of a living dragon. As a point of reference, I am wearing a green dragon scale clasp on my cloak. I don't know if you noticed that.
If he noticed that, he didn't make it.
Yeah.
So.
But I would assume a dragon would notice a dragon scale.
Yeah, but does Radiant
Different
Dragon
color.
really care what happens to lesser dragons?
Yeah, probably not.
Is the Radiant the pinnacle of evolution?
No, Stella,
If you ask
higher.
them, they would claim so.
Okay. So they don't care.
I mean, all you can say is that if he didn't indicate noticing, he didn't indicate anything in reference to that. Whether that is the case, whether that means anything or not, that's something for you guys to eventually figure out, or not. All right, so what are you guys thinking?
There's nothing we can prepare for unless we're attacking this dragon. We can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Either we...
Braxon was like, anything you guys can think of to make him want to leave.
Literally a quest spell or a geas or something.
Well, I mean, if the dragon isn't happy with the accommodation, it will leave soon enough. If the feasts that we can prepare for it are not good enough, and otherwise we are friendly to it, then and don't make it angry, then it probably will leave soon enough because it won't be happy. It won't be satisfied. If we can prove that we don't have anything better, and we promise that next time we'll do better, then there's no reason for it to stay and or be angry or kill it.
Might also leave our ship and go to one of the elf ships.
Yeah, well, it can do that anyway, no matter what we do.
Yeah, I'm curious about these fossilized bodies or whatever it was it said.
Well, we already found previously fossilized bodies.
We could ask it to leave.
You would know that that's what happens to people who suffocate in the flow.
It doesn't make an air atmosphere. It has.
Yeah.
I think it just breathes space or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but it spoke as if it saw lots of them.
I mean, it probably would do. It's not going to have an effect to revive them, though, is it? It's not generating an air sphere.
Also, while he said that he saw lots of them, when and where he did not say.
That's true. No, I'm just wondering if we're going to happen upon a large number of bodies.
Do we come out of spell jamming if we come across bodies? They're too small, surely.
No, but they would enter our atmosphere and get sucked up by our atmosphere.
Oh, they would just fly on through, and we'd have to catch them or something.
Speaking out of character for a second, it's like driving along a motorway and you hit a fly, it sticks to your windscreen.
Yeah.
And it goes along at 70 miles an hour with you. It's kind of like that. It's
Well,
not like that.
Yeah, not exactly,
guess I'm-
because it's like it's more like if you're on a boat and there is something floating in the water that's light and small and stuff like that. Generally, it'll get swept along by your wake and then drift out behind you rather than like bump into you, unless it's like really big.
Hmm.
So like if you're if you were to go out into a lake, stop your boat and just like toss an empty bottle or an empty can ahead of you, significant distance, and then start your boat up again, you're not too likely to actually hit that, because as your boat's moving, it's pushing the water in front of you and then around you, and that is generally going to take that object and drag it along your wake, kind of thing. It's very similar to that.
Yeah. Sorry, what I meant was they won't hit you at Spelljammer speed. They just get dragged along.
Oh,
with you.
there's a thought. Lava, you said you got vocalized, or potentially got vocalized. I was just thinking, what if I just ruined the sleeping pattern, making him thinking that his stay here is terrible? I was just thinking if I cast Chaotic Sleep on him, even if it works.
Yeah, we
But
can
if-
try that.
I mean,
But
if I
how
don't
you-
have
Go ahead.
if I don't have to vocalize the spell, then it's only somatic and material components.
Hmm.
Oh, it is touch.
Isn't there something like a remote touch?
Oh no, it is saying this, so I can effectively, in a manner of speaking, the dragon doesn't have 360 sights on me. So I should be able to stay in its blind sight and just get close enough to cast a spell directly behind it if it's sufficiently distracted, if I'm not making any variable sounds.
Legends
Let's see.
speak frequently of dragons having extremely good senses, although that tends to be in reference to them in their lairs. Like that's a commonly known legend about dragons. You don't know how true it is. You don't know if that applies here. Just FYI.
Just to remind everyone, the green dragon, for example, spotted our party members when we were hidden and invisible.
Yeah, they've.
Lafdul,
Yeah.
don't you have silence?
Yeah, but also being completely silent is in itself a giveaway.
Yes, but it is asleep. It is sleeping.
Yeah, but if I get close enough where the aura around me from the silence, it would suddenly hear nothing, and that would be like akin to hearing something by hearing nothing. You suddenly don't hear the ship.
That's. I didn't mean silence on you. I meant, couldn't we just cast silence on the room, on the insides? So
Well, if
all of a
we-
sudden, everything would be silent around it.
That
Well-
what would be different between that and it being on Lafdul and he comes up close to him?
If it wakes up and looks around, there's nobody around. So it's just silent. For some odd reason, it's now silent. Better sleep. How about that?
You would
might
have
just
to
know-
play. You would have to play a ruse in that we would have to make the ship as quiet as possible. So the difference between going completely silent and very quiet is very little.
Mm-hmm. Could we do that?
It might just also notice the magical aura of silence.
Well, we don't have to necessarily cast a silence on me. It could be outside the room. The aura still projects into the room. It goes through walls, doesn't it?
No, it does not.
Oh, well, if the door's opened enough. I mean, if it's asleep, then it shouldn't get woken up.
How loud is passable?
It's not super loud, but it's also not quiet. I mean,
The biggest giveaway
Like,
is me
it's-
making noise.
it's opening a passage in the wall, so.
So let's put it this way: if we were to cast silence, and then Leva casts pass wall to get, would it then extend into the room?
Yeah, it would
I don't
extend
know
through
if
the opening.
So
The
we
aura
could
would.
do that. Yeah, so we could do it.
I would also need a pass without trace to get rid of my scent or lack of scent or something to help with that, because the dragon might smell me, because Old's going to throw the book at me for this. Or sneaking up to a dragon.
So I come back to a question from before. Isn't there something like a remote touch?
Yeah, I
There's a
don't have
wizard
access
spell.
to that.
It's a wizard spell, though.
Solas does. Yeah, let me just make a scroll of... Actually, don't we have a scroll of chaotic sleep? Didn't you get that?
I don't remember chaotic sleep.
I'm sure we had that recently.
Might be, but it's not one of the spells that I
You got it, Finn?
pay attention.
I mean, on the scroll, that is.
Yeah,
Which
for
one?
some reason, chaotic things are not something that Solas really is keen to.
Chaotic,
I'm pretty
chaotic
sure I don't
sleep
have
thing.
anything like that on a scroll.
Alright. Oh,
Most of my scroll stuff is that I took was all animal or plant related.
I mean, you got Slay Living on the scroll. You could always try one-shotting the dragon.
Again, plant or animal living related.
Interestingly enough, I do have quest on a scroll.
Yeah. But you're also reading a
Also-
scroll right in front of a dragon that has to be aware of you.
Also about the slay living thing, the dragon, while it's been obnoxious and demanded things, he is not been outwardly hostile and evil towards us.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
That's why Leva proposed that we just we make it stay here just slightly uncomfortable, just enough that it feels like it wants to leave soon.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the chaotic sleep.
I just worry that it will just then demand more from us.
No, because it's what we are delivering is no good. If it demands a feast, then we give it bread and water, and if it demands more, we say, "I'm sorry, we don't have much more. Come and have a look." Then it can demand all at once, but it won't get any more.
If it doesn't get food from us, it will start eating our crew.
That's not
Or
necessary.
us.
That's
We
that's
don't
an
know that.
assumption.
It might not
So-
be you.
It's a dragon. It doesn't consider us on the same level. We're a different thing to it. It's like
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
we
but we've-
consider insects. It's like another stepping stone.
We've met dragons that aren't evil before, and they don't eat people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
We
it's
can-
like vegetarians. They might not think you're very nice. They might think you're like a pet monkey, but
Ah,
they won't eat you.
I get the feeling detect scrying might be useful, Lava. I don't know. I just call it a hunch. I don't
What
know
for?
why. I don't know. Maybe it's a spellcaster, isn't it?
Does
Just
anyone
as-
have a set of bagpipes?
No. What's that?
Oh, that'd get rid of it.
That gets rid of it. That
I
gets rid of
mean,
everybody.
how do you know that it would get rid of it?
Yeah,
What if the dragon is Scottish in spirit?
It could be a Scottish dragon, couldn't it? We'd be stuck with it then.
To answer Lafdul's question, by means of this spell, meaning detect scrying, the wizard immediately becomes aware of any attempt to observe him by the means of clairvoyance, clairaudience, magic mirror, or similar spells. It also reveals the use of crystal balls or other magical scrying devices, provided the sensor is within the area of effect of the spell. Do you really think that the dragon would do scrying?
If it was cautious or guarded, it might not at the moment.
Why should it be cautious? We are so beneath it. It's
Yeah,
so
at the
arrogant.
moment, unless we give the game away. So if we don't give the game away, it's got no reason to.
Leva will propose that as long as it's well, I wouldn't say friendly, but as long as it's civil towards us, we can just be civil to it. It hasn't tried to eat anyone. It hasn't tried to kill us. It hasn't. It even made a nice perch to sit on from the hole. I mean, what else do we want?
If we got like some strength draining ability, then just put crushing walls. Drain its strength and crush it. Yeah. Terrible
Let's not
person,
go
but
for
you know.
the lethal options. Until we know
How
it's
much do you like your
hostile.
library, Solas?
Until we know it's hostile.
until one page gets torn out of a book, you know. No, but I'm not against the. I do
Actually,
think the chaotic sleep is a good ruse in that it might just get uncomfortable and leave.
Actually, Liver has something. We have a scroll that has Ride to the Wind on it.
Someone's got a scroll, Spectral Hand, and I could do Spectral Hand because I can read wizard scrolls.
Spectral Force. What does that do?
So Spectral
An
Hand is
illusion.
the remote touch. Allows you to transfer a touch spell remotely.
Okay.
Spectral Force is an illusion spell.
Yes. Spectral Force, Spectral Force. Spectral Force. No, Liver only has Spectral Force.
All right. So, I mean, there was some talk about trying to make it stay uncomfortable. What do you guys have ideas? Besides Braxon's bagpipe idea, unfortunately, none of your crew know how to play that, and even if they did, they probably wouldn't have brought a bagpipe along. That said, is that a bad idea? You know?
No.
It's like, we're just trying to play music for you, sir.
Solas actually might enjoy the bagpipes.
It itself, by its own words, said continue with what you were doing. So how about we have, we do a wake-up call on shift change, like it should be done, with let's say trumpets and stuff. I mean, it's what we normally do when we change shifts. We trample around because it's loud. Changing shifts is a loud thing, and a few other things that we can think of. Just, it itself told us to continue as though it wasn't here, sort of.
We should give it like lots of salt pork.
Something like that. I'm sorry, we ran out of the good stuff. You ate it all yesterday. We only had about 2 weeks of real good food.
We would have to hide our food somehow. You got a spell that can hide stuff? I mean, that could work.
Leva has a spell that she could item reduce the size of the food, of some of the food.
Have you got spells that make the food go horrible?
No.
We've got
That's called time. That's called time.
Now, priests have access to putrefy stuff, but that could be a ruse, but it could backfire on us in that we can't reverse the effects or something. I don't know. None of us have ever tried this.
Oh, Old question. If somebody casts, what's it? Lull of Vame's shadowy transformation on Lafdul, could he then go in and do a touch spell?
I don't believe you can cast spells as in that shadowy form.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
When Higamus had it, he couldn't do anything. He could just observe.
Yeah, but he also couldn't cast spells, so...
Yeah, all that. I mean, he claimed to be an ice mage. You know, that ring he had. It's a really nice ring.
Yeah, it was.
Spells or and special attacks have normal effects, but that's onto the shadow.
Right.
It doesn't say. It only says that the shadow cannot attack with weapons.
Yeah, so one of the things that it's useful for is taking a creature out of a fight, because it can no longer physically attack you and stuff like that. The other thing that it's useful for is as a sneaky spell, because you're moving about as a shadow.
That would be perfect for Lafdul.
Yeah,
But he would have to wait until it
Didn't
expires to do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a decent escape spell, too, because you can sneak and you can get through things that other people, that actual non-shadowy individuals can't, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Lever proposes that the noise make noise so he can't sleep properly, and food, so it's...
Okay, so
should we?
Yeah.
Should we try the reverse first, though?
Which is?
Be generally quiet, so the different. So if we go along, well, we got two paths. We got the make it uncomfortable by being as noisy as possible, but we also got the other path, which is to
Be boring.
give it a curse.
Be boring.
Well, no. Well, no. I meant the other plan.
Oh, cast a spell on it?
Cast the chaotic sleep, but in order to do that, we need a ruse of making it generally quiet, at least for one day. So it thinks the general atmosphere is quiet, so when it goes silent, there's not that much different.
Lever could make you invisible. That's one.
I don't trust invisibility to a dragon. To work
Okay.
You
against a
have
dragon.
the amulet of undetection or what was
Yeah, but that's only against low level.
Do these dragons have an innate true seeing?
There's a rumor that they can see through most magics.
there's only one way to find out.
I mean, I
think
have access to a more powerful invisibility, but
I think we should remind the crew that we're going to do battle stations duty on shift changes,
Mm-hmm.
as per normal operation.
As for which order, Lever thinks that, or I think that we should start with the simple things first. And the simple things will be make noise, be generally obnoxious, without being obnoxious to the dragon, but just be generally obnoxious in how we walk around, stomp around, because there we can always say, oh, that's how we always do it. And it can scoff at us, it can make fun of us, but it cannot it cannot really be angry. It can tell us to shut up. At that point, we can actually go to the next step and start with spells, etc., etc., etc. But just start slowly and casually by, oh, we always did this. We're always making this much noise on shift change.
Oh, so basically the reverse. Start off noisy, it tells us to be quiet. We end up being quiet, then we try chaotic sleep.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly.
That's a good idea.
So, decided?
Yeah, we'll try the noisy routine first. It's going to make spell research a right nightmare.
No, it's not. It's not. We're going to do battle station drills on shift changes. That means it's not going to interrupt any of our sleeps. Yeah. But it means that twice a day we'll make a hell of a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm. We can only make it believable if we do it during shift change because we don't want to keep everybody else awake as well.
Yeah. Well, we might do a few random ones.
Okay.
Those few random ones are done when Braxon is asleep. Okay.
Well, it'd be when someone's asleep.
I mean, if you let the crew know that something's coming, but do it surreptitiously, then
Yeah.
you know, they might not be as bothered by it, kind of thing.
Yeah. So we
should let them know anyway what we're doing.
we will. Yeah, but what we'll do is we'll have one of the officers taking notes and saying that the numbers are down since last time.
So you got to do
Whether
more,
they are
kind
or
of
not.
thing, like be very
Yeah,
very loud,
yeah.
like, oh, we're down 6%. We got to do this more often, kind of thing, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
We might arrange for some of the crew to not be as good at getting to the battle stations as they need to be. Yeah, so that we can yell at them, but we'll have pre-asked them to not be there on time. Yeah, and we're right. Okay, everyone has to do this again.
And we can always make sure that a few of the gift crew have to stomp right by your bedroom door.
Yeah.
Figuring they'd probably be the loudest at it.
Yeah. And Braxon's gonna go into the room and say he needs his armor and stuff.
Okay.
And we could combine this with the possible use of ESP amulet, trying to see how the dragon reacts internally.
I would mention that my mind read got nothing.
Yeah,
and
but
yes, you need to see people with the ESP amulet, don't you?
No, it goes through doors and walls.
You just have to know that something's there.
Mm-hmm. Area of effect is 5 yards per level, a maximum of 90 yards for the spell, but the amulet might have a different.
It is stopped by 2 feet of rock and 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead foil. Braxon, you don't have any lead foil in your room, do you?
No, but I was thinking that we should get lead to insulate the helm room because we had some people teleport on board before.
Yes.
Yeah, probably in the helm's room at some point.
Yeah.
Lead generally doesn't block teleportation. It blocks divination type stuff.
We need that ethereal stuff we had, Vant Space, whatever that team stuff was made of. It had certain rooms where you couldn't do certain things or something. You couldn't travel extra dimensionally through it.
So there's multiple ways that you can there are things to protect against divination, there are things to protect against ethereal travel, and there are things to protect against teleportation. There usually aren't things that do all three. Like, I mean, you can do all three, but that usually means it's 3 different types of preparations, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to start looking into ways to do that, yeah, absolutely, go ahead.
I mean, we could start at some point researching some wards that prevent teleportation into that room.
Exactly.
There's definitely spells that do that. They don't last too long, but it's good for a combat situation.
Well, yes, but you can also see about either permanency or other sorts of enchantments to make that kind of thing permanent. I mean, if you have a spell, you can oftentimes turn it into a permanent effect somehow, kind of thing.
Or you could make it, for example, a similar effect to Glyph of Wardings that last until triggered.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when do you want to start this the kind of noisy thing? Is it you want to do that on the shift change into day 28?
Yeah, next shift change would be the time to do it.
We should also inform the crew what we're doing.
Well, not about everything. The dragon might be able to get it out from their head.
Yeah.
So what do you want to tell them? What do you want them to be aware of?
Braxon will be saying, we will be conducting battle stations operations on a
Practices.
regular basis.
Okay.
Braxon says, as you like, Braxon's like saying it so that he's letting them know that this is what we're saying. As you know, we always conduct these operations when traveling in the Phlogiston. And we'll be making sure that everyone's quick at getting to their battle stations. I do hope that nobody makes loud noises while running around.
Okay.
Perhaps knows.
Yeah, we don't want we don't want our guests being woken up
All right.
by our frequent battle station drills.
Okay.
He will have private words with a few people. Teams for certain catapults and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, and to a certain extent, like it's not that every member of the crew answers to you directly, kind of thing. They tend to have, like they tend to answer to other people and stuff like that, who answer to you.
I would think that we would have people that would have basically ranks like sergeants and other non-commissioned officers.
Not necessarily that, but like if you have a group of people who are on cleanup duty, then one person is in charge, and it's their responsibility to organize the, 4 people assigned to them or something like that, that kind of thing. So it's not that you would likely have formal ranks because you're not in the military, but you would have teams that do things, and there would always be someone in charge of the team.
Not formal ranks, but basically unofficially similar-ish structure.
Yeah, but it would still be very ad hoc. Because, like, someone in charge of a cleanup, a group of people on cleaning duty, could have overlap with a weapon crew kind of thing. 2 of the members could be on one, and 2 of the members could be on the other kind of thing. So
Braxton's going to say to Lafdul, do you think it might be useful if the floorboards started squeaking?
I mean, there are spells that can do that as well. Not the spells that I have access to, but I assume the others might have access to them. Actually, it's third level.
What rooms do we have that are above Braxton's cabin? Can we have a quick look at the map?
Sure, give me just a second.
So, I'm a bit too much zoomed in. So, the command deck has
So
a long staircase above it.
The library is right above you.
Yeah.
And right below you is the tail end of Finn's and Lafdul's quarters.
Yeah, there's also this staircase, isn't there, that does a sort of looping thing.
Solas?
Ping the one that you mean?
We should
I'm
do
on the side view here. Sorry.
We should do some exercises in the library. Every shift change. I mean, we're only sitting there researching. We should sort of run around a bit.
So first of all, Braxon, I don't know how much that may be a little bit more exaggerated than it really should be.
Yeah.
I think that the lower cargo deck is pretty much right above you.
Yeah, okay, but what I'm basically getting at is there's the staircase on the command deck kind of goes above Braxton's cabin. So lots of people running up and down that staircase on a regular basis might leak some sound into Braxton's cabin.
It would. Your ship is not like insulated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you have your crew running around doing combat drills, it's definitely going to be heard. But they would have to go into the library to get something right above him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why Leva proposes that we do some fitness exercises in the library
That's good.
between shifts.
The other thing I'd say is
That
looking
will
on the
really disrupt research. Because you would need more than
Yeah.
just Solas and Leva.
All right. The other thing I'd say is if we look at the officer's deck, which is reverse gravity, behind where Lafdul and Finnel'ar is underneath Braxon's floor. So that means that if they made noise in their cabin, it might come through. But also, we can go onto the bottom of the ship and put something smelly on the underside of the ship.
Put something
That might make
smelly?
us. Yeah, I don't know what.
I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot, because like the internal portions of your ship are generally like, you know, there's places for things to squeeze through and stuff like that, but the outer hull of the ship is at least sealed against liquid. Just in
Right.
case, like your ship can't land in water.
Yeah.
But that's more because of its shape and stuff like that than because it's not sealed
So that
off.
wouldn't come in. That wouldn't come in through the balcony doors.
I mean, it might come in through the balcony doors, but it would just fill up, like, it would do that by filling up the entire air envelope. Everyone would smell it.
Okay. However, if there was something smelly under the ship, it'd give us a good excuse to go sniffing around the balcony looking for it.
I mean, you could try that, yeah.
Maybe not straight away.
Okay. All right. I mean, have that as a idea in the background. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. I think Braxton and the carpenters should maybe repair the ceiling, or the floor. Sorry, because it's reverse gravity.
What?
Maybe we should repair the floor between Lafdul's cabin and Finn's cabin.
Never mind.
What do you mean? Never mind.
No. Sorry, I realised I was in the flow. I can't do it.
Okay.
No, if you got a useful point.
Well, he might have had a spell that he wanted to cast, but it was like.
No, I was thinking of the ever smoking bottle, just smoke out our ship. Dragon leaves, we can refresh it after.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, never mind.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Oh
no.
When you was talking about mice and rats and stuff before, what would happen if a mouse was between the decks on the gravity plane. Is there like a gap between the two floors?
They're
It wouldn't literally be the same boards, would it?
no. There would be because you need support structures in there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it would be raised a couple inches on either side. But you'd need a lot of mice or rats or other vermin to make a big deal kind of thing. Most animals like
Yeah.
that are pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I say that having been annoyed by mice in the area right above my bed before, but I mean, you would need a lot, so.
Oh, fair enough. I just thought maybe there could be something crawling under Braxton's floor, and then we could take some floorboards up to look for it.
I mean, you could still claim that. That's up to you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you can try that. Like, there doesn't have to be mice and stuff in there for you to claim that there is.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking we might go with the noisy battle drills, and maybe unless Finn thinks it's a bad idea, he's the expert on this. Maybe he could do some scratching and some chewing and stuff. We can start taking floorboards up, looking for stuff that we know isn't there.
Did Finn indicate that he got scared when he got near the dragon?
Yeah, I would have mentioned that.
I mean, if Finn managed to resist the fear, do you think a normal mouse would?
I do
Yeah.
remember that Diana refused to go near it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like an unusual scenario. I never get mice; they're terrified of me.
Yeah, I suppose so. All right.
I think we just play the annoying routine first, see how it plays out.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah, we'll
review
see
the
how that goes.
scenario.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay. So on shift change to the 28th day, you begin to conduct some very loud battle drills, correct?
Yes.
All right. Lots of shouting, lots of tromping around, having like maybe some, all right, prepare to repel boarders on the port. Okay, repel boarders on the starboard, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just generally trying to make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
A reasonable amount of noise, yeah.
Kentro does not come out of your cabin, so
Brax is going to go in the cabin to get something.
Okay.
Gonna knock on the door. Go, excuse me, need something.
And just like knock and then immediately open the door, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk in and Kentro in the same human form that you saw him in earlier. Although now he's wearing like night clothes, but like of the highest quality cloth that you can imagine. You do not just as you're moving about, you do not see his normal clothes around at all, or the clothes that he was dressed in before.
Yeah.
And as you're entering, he gives you a great glare.
Yeah.
And give me just a second to check something.
Braxton's going to pretend he's paying him no attention, and he's going to be.
You're going to get terrified.
It's like you're just like just going in to grab the thing and leave, kind of thing. Like that's your
but he'll be cluttering around looking for it.
Okay.
swear the dragon throws all your stuff out the room.
Don't clutter too long. Did
No,
you
he
tell
won't.
Leva that you were doing this? Or are we in the same shift? I don't think we are.
You are in the same shift.
Well,
So
you're
did you
all.
tell
It's
Leva?
also at shift changeover.
Okay. So did you tell Leva?
What, that he was going to go in his room to get something?
Yes.
Yeah.
In that case, she's listening in with the with the amulet.
Okay. All right. Braxon, give me a saving throw versus spell. If you have any defense adjustment for wisdom, you do get it.
Okay.
As he says,
Oh.
very short, leave.
No, you were
Hang on.
commanded to leave.
Do I have a token for me? I do somewhere.
Yeah, it's in
Where am
Ockar's
I?
room.
It's in Ockar's room. Like, you've even moved me.
Yeah, I was just staring at it like a moment ago, and I was like, oh, yeah, you should be out of your room.
Save versus...
Spell.
Which one? Spell. There we go.
You got your ring and cloak, that might help.
Yeah. I can't remember what they give me. Hang on.
Don't know if they
I mean, you
stack.
can roll, and if it's close, then you
Yeah,
can
I'll
check.
roll. I'll roll. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't remember if Old has revealed the information.
Okay, that's a success. So it doesn't. So
Yeah.
like again, rather than look up what modifiers are, if it's going to
Yeah.
take like a little bit of time, sometimes it's
Right.
best to just roll, and then only if it's like like if you'd gotten a 10, okay,
Yeah.
we'll check those things.
Yeah. Okay.
So you feel the force of that, but you do not feel compelled to obey that command. Obviously, you do hear it. He does speak that. So you can react based on a normal spoken word.
Yeah.
Or you can play the ruse.
So how would you react to that?
Braxton's going to be... Well, Braxton will say, I will in a minute. Got it!
So you're going to basically
yell
like just grab something and leave?
Yeah, and he'll yell out the door, yeah, coming!
All right.
And slam the door on the way out.
Oh. This dragon's going to trash your room.
What does Leva feel?
Let's see. All you were detecting is Braxton's surface thoughts.
Really?
Yeah, it's got warding against.
It
all
has magic.
heist.
It has magic resistance.
Okay.
Although, would Braxon tell me at some point about what happened to him in that room?
Braxton, give me a wisdom check.
Because I don't think... Is this the first time you've been affected by a command spell? Because Jules tried to command you before.
Even if
You'd
it's
be aware of
not,
it.
even if it's not, it might just seem as...
Oh,
Okay, that's a success. Yeah, you would realize that there was some magical compulsion there that did not affect you.
yeah.
Alright. Then if I do something the next time, if I grab an item from your room, I have a spell that reverses magical commands upon the user. So he'll leave. Because he'll be compelled to obey his own magic.
If it works.
Yeah, it's automatic. You can't resist it.
Yeah, but magic resistance.
Yeah,
Oh, would magic resistance work in
absolutely,
this?
absolutely.
Alright.
I would think so.
I mean,
It'd
it's still
be hilarious.
it's
though.
still worth a shot. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying chaotic commands and grabbing something out of his room next day. See if I get.
Braxton would slowly pass a word to the other officers. Hey, he told me to leave. And I'm pretty sure it was a magical spell.
It's a common
Or
one.
spell-like ability.
Priests. Yeah, or spell-like ability.
Braxton will like sort of take off his voice. Leave.
Great and powerful entities usually have powers that are similar to magic, but not exactly magic.
Yeah, they might be able to suggest or something.
And powerful entities can even grant those powers to others, like deities can grant to powers to
like
their
mine
followers.
does.
All right. So after you've finished the drills, Kentro does not come out of the chamber.
Didn't he say he hadn't not been flying for a long time? You know, he's been flying for a long time.
He did say that, yes.
Well, he did say that he hasn't eaten in weeks.
Yeah, he might want to have a long sleep.
I don't think he said that. I don't think he said what you say he said, Solas. He did say he'd been flying for
Well.
a long time. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's not sleeping, though.
Yeah, he might sleep with one eye open or something. I mean, if he's a space dragon, they must be able to deal with that.
I imagine it's rather inconvenient, just like floating or floating. I don't know what happens when you're not.
Oh, I mean, in the
There's no gravity.
in the Phlogiston, you just drift. You just drift.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could just sleep drifting, I guess.
Yeah. You just stop where you are and just be moved by the natural flow,
or whatever,
currents and stuff.
Yeah, and hope you don't drop out the Phlogiston River.
Don't forget it matters to a radiant dragon.
Well, you don't want to get lost, do you?
All right. So, once the drill is done, Braxon, where would you have Ockar? Like, I think Ockar would be typically stationed out on the foredeck when it's his.
Yeah, I'm guessing that
Command.
one of us will be on the top deck and one will be on the bottom deck, and it doesn't really matter.
Well,
which.
no, I mean, on his shift, I think he's previously frequently been out here. You tend to like the upper deck, and that's fine. I mean, it's.
He was training his dog though, so
6 of one, half dozen of the other. Well, yeah, but he can also
wherever
do that
those...
with downtime. He doesn't sleep 12 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I like the down deck as well. I've got the man catcher is stationed in room 4.
Okay.
Hanging on hooks. But yeah, Braxton will go on the top deck a lot because it's different from the bottom deck, and he would normally go between the two on his shift.
Yeah. But I don't think Ockar has indicated that he operates that way.
No, but we might do a bit more of that. Patrols between the two decks to talk to crew.
Well, yeah, but he's not here right now, so I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna stick with where he tends to be.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So, Finn on shift and Solas as well. Are you spending the time in your rooms?
I'm spending basically in my room and in the library researching.
All right, so put yourself where you'd be on shift, and the others, you're going to be asleep in your chambers?
I have crew sleeping in my chambers. I'm trying to get crew in there 24/7, ideally, or alternate crew in.
Levo will ask Solas whether he wants to use the amulet because it might turn useful.
I can keep it around if I have a situation where I need to use it. I do have 2 other amulets that I'm switching around.
I'm not going to leave it on the table. If it comes in here and sees something like an amulet and takes it over it.
I'm not saying on the table, but basically in one of my pockets or something like that.
All right, here you go.
All right. So, Leva, Braxon, Lafdul, you are all asleep in your quarters, I assume, in the middle of the shift kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd have crew in there, though.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, so, Braxon, standing order to Ockar is to wake you immediately if there's any issues.
Yeah.
Okay. So Finn and Solas, you would hear a scream from out on deck, a Haredi scream. Ockar is not here, so I will not be giving too much more information. But a moment later, Braxon, a crew member, would bang on Ockar's door to wake you up.
Yep.
Solas and Finn, what would your reaction be to hearing that scream from outside the ship?
Solas would immediately see if there's any crew going around and ask them what is going on.
Okay, well, in the immediate aftermath of the scream, they don't know, because they're also
And send a runner to find out what is happening.
Okay, and Finn?
Finn would tell the crew that's in his room to stay here, and he would go up on deck and see what's going on.
Okay, so up where Ockar is?
Braxon would ask the crewman to report what's going on.
Okay.
You don't have to say if you want to keep the surprise.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
wait.
he's trying to get an idea of whether he needs to rush out or put armor on.
All right.
I think crew are intelligent enough to say combat or battle. You know, we're under attack.
Yeah,
or
I
something
know, but
obvious like that.
All to being
Rather-
mysterious. I'm trying to find out the information I need without breaking the mystery.
All right, so Finn, go ahead and put yourself out on the foredeck. Okay, so Finn, you rush out, and you see Ockar and Bjolmulf, and I'm on the wrong layer. They are engaged with a large humanoid figure with 4 arms and a wide mouth filled with teeth. And there's another one crawling up on deck, grabbing at some crew. There are shouts all over the place. And you realize that you are indeed under attack by flow fiends.
Well, if the noise is more than just a scream, then Solas would wake up Leva and go.
Okay, so that is going to be Ockar will now have sent crew to go fetch the other officers. He's already directed crew to get below decks and hold the entrances against these creatures, because he's trying to protect the crew from being attacked by these things.
Mm.
Braxon, you'll be able to arrive the following round unless you're putting on armor.
Yeah, I don't think he can afford to put on armor. Want to get rid of these things.
Okay.
people
Solas,
that can
you will
cast
be
spells on
able to arrive following that same round, because crew would have gotten back to you to indicate that the ship is under attack by flow fiends. They've already tossed one Haredi overboard. They are attacking both the lower open deck and the upper deck with on the shuttle. So let's go ahead and
Would the crew in my room wake me? I guess because they would be awake.
So crew are
Wow.
do you have crew stationed in your room always awake, guarding, or are they sleeping in your?
Well, I've been robbed when I've been asleep, so yes.
I understand. So it's not that they're sleeping in your quarters. You have.
They have playing
crew on-
cards, reading.
Okay.
Some, yeah.
Okay. Then yes.
As long as they're not being too obnoxiously loud.
Yeah. Then they would wake you, and you'd have like a round to get some equipment on before a crew member would bang on the door to indicate that there's a. Yeah. They would help. They would help though.
That's sort of round.
Yeah. All right, so people can start rolling for initiative. Those who are
Yeah,
not
right
out
ones,
on deck, you'll have a round to wait, though. And you do remember that these things do need magic weapons to hit, so you've encountered that before.
I need fire or acid to kill.
Are they undead?
They are not undead.
Okay.
And basically, until you get to a point, like, you need people engaged to them, like in melee. Otherwise, they're grabbing crew and tossing them overboard, essentially. Yeah, let me roll for Cornelius. And
So the sounds of combat is coming from both up and down from where I am.
Yep.
So to stand correctly for me, I would have spells like my True Singing and Telepathy taking those slots because I haven't rested technically yet.
Yep. Yeah, you have not changed
Right.
up your spells.
So that's gone. Mind Rake's gone.
So Leva, put yourself to 99 for now.
I think I need to get in my cabin to get something.
You would have moved just weapons and stuff to Ockar's room, wouldn't you?
I suppose so.
Yeah, you would have.
Considering you just got kicked out.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I can't.
Uh,
I don't know why I can't find anything on my character sheet today.
Yeah, mine's not the best.
All right, everyone has rolled.
No, I haven't. I'm still.
question.
Well, you're at 99. I mean, you just put yourself on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Set yourself to 99. Yes, Solas.
Okay.
Is Melf's Acid Arrow banned in the flow since it's conjuration? It's not conjuration summoning.
Conjuration summoning are all the same thing.
Okay.
There's no difference. So yes, it is. And also, so you also, unless you're doing something in your room while waiting for word to come back, you're waking up Leva. You're waiting for word to come back. So unless you're doing something in the library, set yourself to 99 as well.
I was doing something.
Okay. All right. So Finn, you've gotten out on deck already. Oh, actually, I need to roll for. I forgot to roll for Ockar. All right. So Finn, you rush out on deck and you see a flow fiend grabbing at a crew member, and Ockar's engaged with the others. You might be muted.
Yep. Go there and try to introduce it to Mace in the face.
Okay.
Thaco 14.
That is a miss. So it does manage to evade your mace to the face.
Brilliant.
All right. Lenelius is going to swing at. He's going to advance up and engage in one. And that is a miss. All right. Ockar is going to swing at the one in front of him.
Is it most acid spells
That's
or conjuration?
a miss. I'm sorry?
Just wondering, most acid spells are all conjuration.
I'd have to go look. All right. The Flow Fiend in front of you, Finn, is going to attack you with its forearms. And it seems to be trying to punch you. And it does get 2 hits. So that is going to be... 13 points of damage. 7 of that is temporary. Oh, and actually I should have had
Okay.
Beelmoth attack as well. Oh, that's a hit. Alright. Beelmoth bites into the one with Ockar for 5 points of damage. Okay, and the one in front of Ockar is going to attack him. And that is also 2 hits.
By the way, old question.
Yep.
Is Glau's feathers considered as bird feathers?
They're bird feathers, yeah.
So when a Glau drops feathers, one could collect them to use as ingredient for a fly spell.
If it's just asking for bird feathers, yeah.
Yeah.
You came from a sphere full of avians. You'd have feathers plenty, surely.
Oh yeah, but just asking for if there's a situation where it's necessary to find source of feathers, and I don't have any.
Alright,
Fair enough.
Nellius takes 12 points of damage as well, and that is not good for Lenelius.
It's got more than 12 hit points, surely.
He has more than 12 hit points, yes, but he's also a fighter mage. An elven fighter mage at that. Alright, 2 more crew members get tossed overboard. These are humans this time, so...
This is not good.
1 Herwady, 2 humans. Make that note.
But they're not dead, just tossed overboard.
And
Yeah,
Solas.
well, they plan on leaving at some point.
Solas is casting fly and yelling for Leva to wake up.
Okay.
Braxon's gonna yell out from where he is. I don't know that the order will get downstairs. Stop the ship! All stop!
Alright. So, Lafdul, you are, with the help of the crew, you're getting your armor on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Leva, you are woken up. If you want to do anything other than rush out on deck, that'll be like next round kind of thing.
Oh, she's just gonna rush, but not on deck.
Okay. Margoth pops out of her room to start asking what's going on. She was woken up. Braxon, were you getting armor on?
No, Braxton's going to rush upstairs. He wants 3 things.
Mhm.
Because he's been told it's flow fiends. Well, he wants the ship stopped because they throw
ship will
people
stop, yeah.
overboard, and then steal the crew. He's going to take his magical rope to try and rescue people, hula rat to try and fight the flow fiends if it can, and glitter tines. I'm going to probably put the stick of many buttons on his belt.
Okay. All right.
But he's just going to blast these things.
All right. Let's see. Finn, you're not getting a second attack, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Ockar gets a second attack. And that is going to be a hit.
I don't think there's going to be many charges left on glitter tines. But
You got like 1 or 2 last time I
Yeah.
identified. It was like very low.
All right. And we're going
Yeah.
to start rolling initiative.
bottom line is that if it blasts some of these to bits, we've got less to fight.
Well, you got an entire team that's going to back you up, so you're not fighting alone.
No, I know.
But
But it's-
Solas is fast.
Lafdul was just running, I guess, to get out on deck.
Okay, so as you're doing so, you will be, like, crew will be shouting, Lanelius is up on the shuttle, and Ockar and Finn are on the foredeck.
Yeah, Braxton's going to go upstairs, I think.
I'm grabbing. Yeah, I'm grabbing my short sword and my blade bane dagger.
Okay.
Also get my spell component pouch, I guess.
Alright.
I don't really have time to grab anything else. I mean, I think I'd probably keep my ring in there. My other ring.
I mean, I think that you'd have pouches that just have your general stuff when you don't have access to your extra dimensional space. That would just be like on a bedstand or something like that.
When Hula Rat's a big rat, not rat, a big owl.
Yeah.
You got an owl thing.
Can he fit up and down the corridors all right?
He can't fly through the corridors.
He'd hop.
No. Yeah, he'd have to hop. His
Okay,
wingspan is too
so
much too large.
I guess Braxton would keep him in his hand, but then I can't throw him and use glitter time
Like a Pokeball.
around.
No, transforming him into an owl is the action for a round kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess Braxton's going to keep him in his pocket.
You know what? I should actually have Sun Fayun help out as well.
Assuming Braxton sleeps with pockets.
Let's see. Actually, no. Okay, so Sun Fayun and Nemariel will head into the helm room to help guard there. Alright, so Margoth rushes up to the upper deck as well. But coming from all the way down below, she is just getting up to the upper deck, essentially. Alright, Lafdul, your turn.
Is it faster for me to tumble up a gravity plane than it is to run upstairs?
Stairs have nothing to do with the gravity plane. Like, you're going through the gravity plane and then going upstairs.
Oh, right. Alright, yeah, but I was running out onto the deck or wherever I hear fighting. That's my turn, just to get out onto deck, wherever that is.
The foredeck, you're just tumbling through the gravity plane and then out onto the deck. If you want to go all the way up, then you're going up all those flights of stairs.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess I'd be going up those flights of stairs.
Where are you going? You're going to the foredeck, or are you going to the upper deck with the shuttle?
I'm trying to. I need to zoom out. Oh, Margoth's up there. I go where by Lenanius, I guess, all the way up there.
Okay.
It's up the down. Oh. All right.
Is Glow on the shuttle stern?
He is, but he is flapped up into the air and.
Oh, as I ran, I would have told the crew just stay in the room.
Yeah, they're all rushing inside, trying to barricade doors and stuff. Hold the entrance. Like the Giffer are taking position to block the entrance, hoping that they can resist these creatures as much as possible.
I tell the crew there's a magical spear now that you can at least knock them out in my room, and another short sword actually that's magical if it come to it.
So you can engage in combat with one of these. Margoth couldn't because she's short. She has shorter legs.
Is there any crew overboard?
They're drifting in the gravity plane right now. There's 3, 2 humans and 1 Herwadi.
I was thinking of just jumping overboard, but
Decide now.
I jump overboard.
Okay.
Because I can out stealth if I need to fly up.
All right.
So I'm attempting to, make sure that that's my interest anyway.
All right, I'll put you over there so that it is known that you have leapt into the gravity plane. All right, Leva, your turn.
Well, does Leva know what we are being attacked by?
At this point, enough crew have called out and stuff. So yes, you are aware.
So what she will do something quite different. She will run downstairs, knock on Braxon's door, open the door, and say, "My apologies, but we are being attacked. Would you mind helping us?"
Okay. You will get a response shortly. Finn, your turn.
All right. Well, it punched me, so I would love to return the favor with my mace.
Okay.
It's only fair.
Is it fair? I don't know. All right, that's
that
a
might
hit.
do a little better.
That is a hit.
Let's see. It's these are man-sized, right?
They're actually large.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're about 7 feet tall and very broad. The one that you're fighting actually has the remains of a beard and a very bulbous nose.
Hmm?
All right, 4 points of damage. All right, Lenelius is going to swing his sword.
He probably gave me an odd look as I jumped overboard. Lafdul, what? Are you jumping overboard?
Well, he'd be a little bit too pressed right now, dealing with the creature in front of him, but yeah, there would be a startled sound from him, for sure. That is that. Okay. Ockar is going to swing his sword. And that is a miss. All right, Braxon.
Okay, Braxon gives Leva a puzzled look as he's like frantically gathering up all his stuff after getting out of bed and getting dressed, and has been asked to go help with a fight that he's already getting ready to help with.
Maybe
And,
Leva just want.
Why a puzzled look? I mean, haven't you heard what she did?
She said, "Would you mind helping us with a fight?"
Mm,
Not to you, to the dragon.
yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You went into Braxton's room.
Right.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, because
Yes,
they're
not in
occupying
our
All
your
right,
current Braxon's
sorry.
room.
Missed that.
It's okay.
Right, okay. All right, Braxton's gonna get up to the top of the ship. So he'll be on here, which is next to here. Can he still use glitter tines to attack this one?
melee or
You
ability?
like just stabbing it,
No.
or the
Shouting
lightning?
at Nemitrikor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he'll point glitter tines at it and shout out Nemitrikor.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check, please.
Am I going to blow up? Right. Hang on. I got a. Come on. Check intelligence.
You got the same intelligence as me, I think. Actually, I don't know.
Success.
Okay. You do manage to aim it in a direction that is not going to blast the ship.
Oh, I see.
All right, give me 12d6, please.
So I'd have to do an attack roll.
You're using the lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lightning bolt. It's like
Okay.
the spell. No, you do not have to do a
You can
attack
attack with it or use the spell. Use one or the other.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So the bolt of lightning blasts into the creature, throwing it off the deck and down into the phlogiston. And let me actually see. If
Yeah,
that's
right
something
next to
else.
me.
Oh, you would just enjoy it.
So not only that, but when the lightning bolt hit it and launched it off the deck, a split second later, there is a minor whoosh sound as it explodes. Sparks flying,
Yay.
and yeah,
I was
that one
hoping
is
it'd blow
one
it
is
up.
dead. That one
I
gets
was hoping it
incinerated.
might blow it up.
Okay. Let's see. The one that is facing Finn first. Actually, Solas, you are moving at the same time, so what are you doing?
I'm flying to the upper deck and using my Wand of Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
Basically flying around here and blasting this one in a way that it doesn't hit the ship or anyone, any crew member or Lafdul.
Alright, first of all, let's see. Finn, one hit against you for 11 points of damage. 6 of that is temporary. And then the one attacking Ockar. That is 2 hits. So that will be 8 damage. 4 of it is temporary. Okay. And so which one were you blasting?
I'm trying to blast this in a way that it doesn't hit anything else.
Okay. Give me a spellcraft check.
Just a moment.
Is it poor Lafdul, poor crew, poor Lenelius, poor ship?
Okay. Alright, so you do manage to position yourself in such a way that it is not going to hit anyone else. And that is going to be, say... Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
What were the dice?
I believe it is 66, but I'll double check.
Since I don't have the handout for it yet.
Yeah, I don't have the handout for mine either, so I don't know how much mine is.
66, all ones or twos. Alright, so that's one more point of damage than that, so 19. Also, the initiative modifier for using the lightning bolt version is +2, by the way.
Yeah, I put
You do
one
have
more.
that. Okay. And let me see. Give me just a second.
Hopefully that's blown it up.
Don't know if that did enough damage.
Did Lenelius hit that one or not?
Lenelius has hit it once. It does not. It takes the lightning bolt, but it's still trying to claw at Lenelius. And in fact, it is going to do that right now. And that is 3 hits.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Ouch, indeed. All right.
Is he unconscious? Or is he dead?
Let's see. That is going to be there because he is that. He is most definitely at least unconscious because he goes down. Whether
Oh,
that is going to be, whether he's dead or not, you're going to have to find out either after the fight or next round. Is
Ouch.
okay. There we go. All right. And the one on the back deck tosses off another crew. That is another Herwady. So that is a second Herwady overboard. And let's see. Second attacks.
If it was
Lanelli's is
Hadazee, they could at
down.
least try and glide down to the front deck.
And Ockar gets a second attack. And that is a hit. For 7 points of damage. All right, so Leva, you've opened the door and spoken to your guest sleeping in
Cantor, yes.
Ockar's bed, and he says, "I'm sure you can handle it. After all, that's what you're here for." And he rolls over. Shut the
That's
door
what
on your way out.
Yeah, but you lose your comfortable bed if we lose the fight. And then where will you be? You'll be hanging in the air.
Well, you can say that to him next round if you choose to do so. So next
Yes.
round, initiative.
What will she? What do I need to roll?
If you're
Or
gonna
something like that?
if you're gonna be talking to her, +3.
+3. Okay.
Lafdul's cheesing out herself this round.
Okay.
He grows some wings and attempting to go over to the various crew members. Basically, I'm just trying to fly down, just attach them to the ship.
You like
It's
use
not
the
like
wings to
just-
drag them back to so they can grab onto the ship, kind of thing.
Yeah, so just we can pull them up later as long as they're holding on to like something.
Yep. Okay. Anyone still need to roll initiative?
No, mine went. God, that's a lot bad roll. It's a terrible roll.
Well, that happened. Yeah, 10. 10 is not great. That is not great.
I tend to get slower and slower during combat.
Are you stabbing with the trident?
No, I'll be zapping with it.
Then that's +3.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so I can take 4 off that at least.
Yeah. Let me know when you're updated.
Done.
Okay. All right. Ockar is swinging his sword again. And that is a hit for...
I'll be interested to see what it does, whether it's going to dissolve in my hands.
But hopefully, it doesn't blow up in your hands.
That would be funny, isn't it? When you last use up glitter times.
I think they just go inert for the most part.
And Bjolmolf is attacking, and it very much depends on the individual items, and that's a miss. All right. Margoth is throwing herself into combat to try and put herself in between Lanelius and the fiend, and smashes its face with a staff. And that is going to be a hit. For 8 points of damage. All right, Lafdul. So you're changing into just like in the very elf form.
Yeah, I don't. Lafdul doesn't know any other more appropriate form, so it's
Okay.
probably close, good enough.
And you're gonna I assume you're gonna go for the furthest.
Yeah.
individual, right. Okay.
So basically, I'm spending my time just doing that.
Okay.
Multiple rounds, I guess.
Linelius is out of the fight for now, at least. Solas, your turn.
I will swoop in and bandage Lanelius.
Okay. And go ahead and two back. Okay.
Do I roll the healing check?
Yeah. Well, are you just trying to stop any bleeding that he might be?
I'm
with?
trying to stop the bleeding and treat him at the same time.
Okay.
You can also assess if he's dead or not. Why?
Well, I succeeded.
All right. So go ahead and roll for the hit points he regains,
It
because he is definitely still
53.
alive. He's unconscious.
was 1d3, was it?
Yeah.
And move your token a little bit so that I can get to his token.
Yeah, just a moment.
Mhm.
2 points.
Okay.
And stopping the bleeding.
Yeah. So he is unconscious, however.
Mm-hmm. But it's a bit better than last round.
Yep. However, you are down on the ground, and the Flofiend that was on the rear deck
Yeah.
just rushes down the stairs to attack you from behind.
Yeah, I was worried about that. But
Well, at least you can't be thrown overboard because you're flying.
I mean, I can be thrown overboard, but I just fly back.
What's your armor class? Rear armor class?
Just a moment. My base AC without any dex bonuses is 3.
Okay. All right, 2 hits, and I need a saving throw versus death, please.
Oh dear. I think I will use a reroll for this saving throw.
Okay.
Seems like a good idea.
Even though I have an extremely good chance on succeeding.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being safe.
I will take the 17.
Not that it matters, but they're both successes, so. Alright. So, my god. I am so disappointed in you, Dice. So disappointed. Back attack, 3d12, 9 damage. 5 of
Ouch,
it's
stop that.
temporary. Grumble.
Solas is extremely in pain.
Could have been 36 dice. All right, so
Well, one of them was
Leva.
doubled anyway.
Well, yeah, that was with the double damage dice.
Mm.
I got 2 4s and a 1. Stupid dice. All right, Leva.
So maybe she shouldn't have. Anyway, she's appealing to his self. What do you call it? Self
Preservation.
Not reservation, because he knows that he is totally safe from everything. To his
greatness.
Well, that too. Yes, she's appealing to his greatness, and she says, "But wouldn't you like to continue sleeping in the bed? I mean, it would help if you helped upstairs, because if there's no bed, if there's no ship, if we're all dead, then there's no ship, there's no bed, and you don't get any service. So it's in your own interest to come and help, you know."
All right, he'll respond in a bit. Finn, your turn.
What's your charisma?
All right. Another swing with the mace.
All right. Charisma generally works in situations where you're meeting someone for the first time, kind of thing. That's a hit.
Trying to convince him though.
All right. 8 points of damage. Smash your mace into his face again. All right, Braxon, your turn.
Okay. So Braxon is going to move, try and get a good line of sight on this thing. So he's hopping off the surveillance deck onto here, and I'm assuming this hatch will be shut.
Yeah.
So he'll come over here and try to blast the Flow Fiend without blasting Solas.
All right, give me an intelligence check, please.
If you do blast Solas, Solas is not going to be happy.
No, he might not be. No.
It might not be anything to worry about. It's on the other way is prone, so. This is where we find out Glitter Tires does a chain lightning on its last roll.
Yeah.
All right, success. So that is not going to be a lightning bolt on Solas. So sad. All right, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Let's see if it
No.
still works.
Yeah, it's probably the last charge on it, though.
All right,
Probably.
36.
That's not a bad roll.
That is not a bad roll.
That's average, isn't it?
Bit better, I think.
Well, it
Six,
doesn't matter.
six is a 36.
It's gonna hurt the thing. Yeah.
And it most definitely did.
Oh, does it explode?
Nope, but it is definitely shocked by that. All right, and let me do second attacks. Give me a second. All right, let's see. Ockar gets a second attack. And that is a hit for 11 points of damage. And I don't think anyone else is getting a second attack.
No.
All right. So go ahead and roll for some initiative, please.
Do I need to roll? Because I'm just flying back and forth.
Yep.
What do you want me to roll? 3?
3, yeah.
These things are large, are they, or small?
Yeah, they are large.
Right, okay. 3d4.
Are you going to be
This is
stabbing it,
1d8.
or are you going to be using glitter tines again as a lightning producing
No,
device?
I think Braxon will want to try and keep the charge for the last one if it's got any left.
Okay.
He's gonna stab at it with glitter tines.
Okay.
If he drops it, he can't pick it up again without wasting around.
Yes, but you do
Put it in
have
your
a spare
offhand.
Yeah, you can hold it in your offhand.
Yeah, there is that.
Or draw your main hand weapon in your offhand.
No,
Alright.
I already rolled.
Anyone still need to roll?
Got a decent number though.
All right, so Leva, the actually, let me go ahead and I need to put him on the list because he is going to do something. He did not respond directly to you in words, so.
Is it gonna make her fear and run away?
You know Old Wormish, don't you?
Yes.
Might be more convincing if you switch to that language.
Oh, that's
Well,
an
might
idea.
be too late for that anymore.
Yeah, probably is, but something to remember for the future. Dragons love, well, they're vain, so.
All right. Okay, Lafdul, you fly out to towards the first
Furthest
Ferwady that
crew.
was thrown overboard, and grab him. Okay.
Um,
Leva, your turn.
Do I have any time to see if there's anything else immediately threatening me, like another Flow Fiend?
You don't see anything obviously right now.
Alright.
Leva is waiting for a response.
You're going to wait for a response? Okay. All right. Then it is...
No, wait. The response should have come on this turn.
I said
this
he
round.
didn't respond to you, and I said that I was rolling initiative for him.
Oh, then that was a misunderstanding. Okay.
All right. Flow Fiends attacking Finn first. So trying to punch you again. And that is going to be 2 hits. Nine points of damage, 5 of it is temporary. And then attacking Ockar. That is 2 hits again. And that is, oh boy, all right, that's a good amount. That's what I'm talking about. Ockar takes 20 points of damage. 10 of it is temporary, though. All right, and I did forget to do something else. And then the one that is attacking... Oh, no, wait. Did Ockar... No, Ockar's turn has not come up yet. Right, okay. Let's see. Then the one that is facing Margoth. That is 1 hit for 8 points of damage. Okay. And then the one that is facing Solas. Solas, are you casting a spell?
Nope.
Okay.
Gasp. You meleeing?
Well, it is it just hit me last round. So
This is out of character for you.
Hey,
usually
I need another saving throw versus death.
again.
Sorry.
I'm playing it safe. Yeah, good thing I play it safe.
Okay.
Awesome.
So the second one is a success. All right, so that is going to be... Where's my other D12? There it is. All right, that's a little bit better. More like what I'm expecting. All right, so that is going to be 23 points of damage, 12 of which is temporary.
Stop that. I'm
If you
getting
remember.
low.
No, you got hit point bonus from gone, like the rest of us.
All right, Braxon, your turn.
Okay, Braxton's gonna stab at this thing with glitter tines. It's the one that's trying to do stuff to Solas. Oh, I forgot what the bonus was. I'll
roll.
get you the bonus in a minute. That's probably a miss, but let's have a look. I get +2.
What's your
Is
Thaco?
that a spear?
Thaco is 13.
All right, that's a miss.
Yeah.
Do you get familiarity or?
Solus, your turn.
Familiarity.
I'm trying to use the shocking grasp on the wand.
Okay.
On the one that hit me.
Let me double check. Okay. You roll an attack roll.
That's a success.
Mm-hmm. All right. Same one that Braxon hit, the one that's attacking you. All right. Go ahead and roll 1d10.
Might be slightly easier to blow it up. It's been half blown up.
That's a bad roll.
It
Almost rolled the same.
is, but it's enough because electrical jolts cause it to shock and jitter around and drop to the ground.
That should be the last power on the wand, so
Yeah, so I will get you a handout.
thank you.
Let's see. Okay. Margoth strikes at the one in front of her for 6 points of damage. Okay.
Did this Flow Fiend just die, or did its body get destroyed?
Oh, its body is not destroyed. It just got shocked to death. All right, Finn, your turn.
Oh,
All right.
That is a hit. All right, 7 points of damage. Smash it in the face again.
Just keep clubbing.
Oh, goody! There was some thunder coming through here. All right, so Leva, waiting for a response, and the figure lying in the bed raises its hand, gives it a bit of a twirl, and all of a sudden a gigantic ghostly hand appears right in front of you and starts pushing you out of the room.
Is that more than guidance? Not more than guidance.
It's
Big B's
Bigby's-
hand.
Bigby's interposing hand, if I'm not mistaken, from the spell.
And Ockar swinging at the Flow Fiend in front of him. Gets a hit. And that is going to be 9 points of damage. And then Bjolmuth. That is a hit. And 5 points of damage. And that one is down. And that one actually falls off the side of the ship, because it was kind of perched on the railing there. Second attack, Ockar is going to come over to help you, Finn. He is also not looking very good, and he misses. Okay. So let's see. There are 2 left, and I think there's enough of you guys, and it's close to the end of the session. So I'm gonna let you guys just take care of them. They will be very nasty. Lafdul, you do manage to recover your crew members.
I would
Fall that one over on mine side.
I would also start flying and recovering crew members once the combat allowed me.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
you
that's-
carry?
I have fly, so I can.
He can drag along the
yeah.
gravity plane. Like there's essentially,
Keel.
there's neutral buoyancy down there essentially.
Mhm.
That's why Braxon bought his rope as well, to grab hold of people.
Yeah, I realised that my fault as I went over. I didn't bring my rope. I was like, oh.
So also the elven vessels have been signaling for a couple of rounds now. Because you called your ship out to stop, and it did.
Mm-hmm.
So
But I
they have
can use
been
signal them.
signaling.
Do they not?
But you've been a
come
little
closer?
busy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming closer, but it takes time.
Yeah, Braxon will be concentrating on stopping our crew from getting abducted.
Yeah.
By retreating flow fiends before signaling the elves.
Okay, and how do you want to? Do you want to just like toss the flow fiends overboard and like
Do
The dragon
they-
might want to eat them.
Do they die
they
or
regenerate?
do they revive?
They regenerate.
Lafdul
It's pretty
has the
easy when
dagger.
they're down on the ground to just keep stabbing them and keep them down, but
Yeah.
if you leave them, they will come back. Except
What
for one
happens
that,
if you
that
cut them into bits?
then the largest piece will regenerate.
I do have resist fire. I can cast
yeah.
resist fire and stab them, or I can cast it on Braxon and he can stab them, either or.
And we can heal you.
I mean, you
I
can
don't
toss them. You
regenerate
can
fire
essentially
damage.
toss them overboard when they're in really
Yeah.
bad shape, and it'll take them a while to regenerate, and you can get out of there, especially if you
Yeah,
run the
but
Elven
that's
vessel.
just leaving it for other
Yeah,
people.
I
Well,
don't think
Rather kill them.
I don't think Solas would want to leave them for endangering other travelers.
I mean, if we're struggling with them,
if we don't know a way to destroy them,
We do know the way
We
to
do.
destroy them.
what's
we
the
got
way?
fire. Both you and
Fire
me have
or
fire.
acid?
I've got resist
Yeah.
fire, so only one of us needs to stab it.
Braxon's weapon might blow up if he keeps using fire sword.
No, yeah.
Lafdul has a fire dagger, and we've used that fire dagger to destroy the bodies before.
Alright, I will cast resist fire, and I will proceed to keep blowing them up.
Okay. Does resist fire just reduce the damage?
It reduces it by half, and if I save, it's a quarter. I take.
Okay. Do you basically just want to get all of the corpses together in one place and pull out the dagger?
Yeah. Well, we can do them where they are.
Well,
We can do them where they are. The Braxon can.
Well, you want to get them off the ship
hacking.
before you
Right.
do that. Otherwise, you're burning your ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so toss him overboard, get Lafdul down to them, and he pulls out his dagger and hopes that a big boom happens, kind of thing.
yeah. Well, we've done this before, and it's proven to work.
Mhm, mhm.
It does kill them.
That time we did it one at a time, so the boom wasn't that big.
Oh, when Braxton did it, he had a much bigger boom, but that's because he had a bigger weapon. I mean, it doesn't matter if I take them out one at a time. So I've got enough hit points. I haven't been hurt.
Okay.
And I got resist fire, so.
So then give me 4 saving throws versus spell, and I'm assuming that you're leaving everything other than your dagger that you don't mind if it gets destroyed back on the ship. You don't need to
Oh,
specify
last
that.
time I didn't have to roll item saving throws. Now I do.
You're blowing it up right in your face. There is a chance. I may have forgotten to roll item saving throws before.
I got +3 to saving throws, so I assume that's going to apply to my dagger. If I am risking my dagger, I'm going to do it all in one.
Well, yeah, you're gonna risk your dagger. The question, like the fact that it produces fire, means that it has a really good save versus fire, but there's a chance, and certainly
Basically,
if you
yeah.
fail a saving throw, I mean, if you make your saving throw, then your dagger's fine. If you fail your saving throw, then yeah, the dagger has to make a save.
Well, I
I
got
think
resist
last time
fire,
you
so-
made the saving throws yourself.
Yeah.
So do you want to get them in one collection or do them one at a time?
I'll try them all in one collection, see how I fare.
Okay. Give me a saving throw versus spell.
Is it just my dagger I'm risking?
I assume so.
Yeah.
I assume you left everything back.
Yes, I would have left everything left. Even my ring of regeneration and my ring of holiness, then. That means I would have lost the spells on the ring. 1D. I gotta wait for thingy to
You
spit
get rid
out.
of the ring of regeneration, but you
I
might.
don't regenerate fire.
Oh, I see.
Save versus spell.
Yeah.
That's a failure then.
Okay.
Would I be wearing my armor or not?
I would assume not.
Alright, then no. That's a failure.
Okay. I mean, you did have some rerolls, but you didn't call it out, so.
No. I didn't actually check what my roll sum was. That's fair enough. I took the risk. So.
All right. So
Braxon
with
did
all of
confirm
those corpses, there is a big boom.
I take half damage at the very least.
Yeah.
But there's the chance that your weapon now breaks.
Does the weapon get the +3? No.
Hold on. All right, let's see. I should have done this on Roll20. All right, so 32 halved to 16. And yes, item saving throw for your dagger. Let me see. Give me a second. Let's see what the bonus is to it. Okay. So yeah, it'll get a +3 bonus.
And I will use a reroll on the item saving throw on this one.
Okay.
You rolling because it's a hidden roll on my roll.
No, you.
Because I don't know what. Alright. +3.
Yep.
2d20 +3.
Yep.
Wow. I just
It's
had
2d20.
the +3 after.
Oh yeah,
It
so
seems
16
high as
16
well.
is an easy save. All right. I mean, it's more like it's not it doesn't necessarily have to be a hidden roll. It's just more of a case of if you get hit by a big blast, then I do tend to just do it so that I can go through it a little bit faster.
They're
All right.
definitely going to see the explosion at elves.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and they will signal what was that kind of thing. Braxon is signaling Flofian's attack stay back. Okay.
Braxon's not signaling. He's asking the signaler
Right. That's
to do
yeah.
that while
I got that.
while he's
I misspoke.
helping rescue people.
I misspoke.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So that will be that we'll pick it up next time right after like the aftermath of that. But the elves would definitely see that, and you'll have all week to discuss what you want to do about the your friendly neighborhood dragon.
Solas would be using all of his first and second level healing spells to treat crew and Lanelius and himself.
Hi. How do I roll? What spells are lost randomly? Just
Yep. However many spells you have remaining. Well,
So
actually, for
top-
however many spells you have, and that includes cast spells.
Yeah.
Just whatever the closest die above that is. So if you have 7 spells, roll a d8 and re-roll if it's an 8.
Yeah, no, for the first level spells, so it's not going to matter. So I haven't cast any, so one of them's gone. So that's 6, so the 6th one down. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So I'll secure that wins.
I mean, honestly, like for first and second level spells, you don't need to roll
Yeah, it's
because
not
you
gonna
can get
matter
those
once.
back.
Well, it's for healing.
I think we have enough healing spells.
Yeah, you're gonna have enough healing spells. And the thing is like the these creatures were attacking non-lethally. They were tossing, crew overboard, and they were attacking you guys
Yeah.
non-lethally. So
Yeah, half the damage is non-lethal.
yeah, a lot of that damage is going to come back.
Only reason why I rushed to heal Lanelius was because he was down and bleeding situation.
Oh, I misrolled that. It was meant to be a D5, so D6 for roll 6. Roll 2. Well, let's speak with dead.
Oh no, speak with dead. Oh no.
That's my sanctuary uses, so that's what I'm more annoyed than anything with.
Yeah, no, I understand. All right, that is going to be.
Well, if we can get rid of flow fiends with acid, I guess next time we go somewhere we should get some acid.
You would
I
need
mean, we
to
can
get a
create
lot
acid,
of
but we haven't
non-magical
had
acid.
time.
Like, you would need a lot of non-magical acid. It's not just like, oh, let me just take this vial of acid and sprinkle it on the corpse. Like, you need a lot of acid
Oh, okay, fair enough.
to do it.
Need a ranged
I mean, don't
fire spells works.
don't get me wrong. You could definitely have that as a plan. I'm just saying you need a lot of acid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if
Or-
if the company is willing to participate in the cost, I think Solas and Leva could create enough acid and some kind of vat to store it.
Yeah,
Right, but it's also taking up cargo space and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
That's
could
why
also be
that's why
dangerous.
I said if company is willing to.
All right.
But you've also got the risk of having the acid on board. If the ship gets hit with a weapon, it might.
I mean, we just make
Splash out in the acid.
secure enough what for it with the lid.
Okay, so XP wise is going to be.
How are my clothes looking considering I failed that saving throw?
I
I got resist fire though, so
your clothes are singed to destruction, but I would also assume that you put on like maybe if you had some crappy clothes that you didn't care about, that kind of thing. I'm fine with that.
yeah. Well, it's just like get out of bed quick, whatever I got. To put
Went
under
in
my armor.
on a loincloth.
Okay, so for Finn, Lafdul, and Leva and Solas, that is going to be 3,771.
$3,771.
Yeah. And for Braxon, that is going to be 3,981.
Okay, thank you.
Did I miss? Yes, 3771.
3771.
All right, cool.
And actually, Lafdul, that will be an extra 200 for your priest as well, because of your shape change power.
Oh, the other stuff, yeah.
All right.
I haven't leveled up.
I'm sorry?
I haven't leveled up.
I didn't think so. All right.
Getting
so,
closer though.
Yeah, getting closer. That's always good. So when
Adding
we
more fractions.
come back next time, we will continue the trip through the phlogiston and see what else you encounter, if anything, and we'll see what you guys decide to do about the friendly neighborhood dragon occupying Braxon's quarters.
Well, Braxon, as part of the cleanup operation, Braxon would storm straight through his quarters and go onto the rear deck to check for flow fiends.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to do that next week.
Yeah, I want to do that next week. We'll pick up right after the fight next week, so you guys can. It'll give you guys some time to think and discuss what you want to do about him, and Leva will now have an opportunity to share what happened to her and stuff like that. So
The friendly neighborhood dragon nicknamed Old.
So where did he actually push her back to?
basically the L in the corridor. Actually, no, like right before the door.
Okay.
To Ockar's quarters. Actually, no. You know what? Right to the edge. So Ockar's quarters are blocked off, and that hand stays there.
So here.
No, one back.
The hand is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hand is there, preventing you from getting any closer. All right, so we'll come back next time. You guys will see what you can do about that.
You missed the line, Ald. Well, now she can talk to the hand.
Okay.
Wait.
So I want to thank you guys for playing, except maybe Braxon, and thank all of you out there for watching. I really do appreciate it. And thank you very much to Anghammarand for all of the rerolls that were used, and it did come in handy. So thank you very much.
Thanks
One bit for Braxon, indeed. That's all that's worth.
Pity bet.
Thanks, Anghammarand. You basically saved me from a nightmare situation.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for. Thanks everyone out there for watching, and thank you for playing my players. We shall see
Thanks
you
for the
next
bits.
time.
Thanks for the
Thanks
game.
for the game.